Hi everybody, welcome to the last section of our course in Watson. In this section, we will review the capabilities that Watson provides for computer vision. So this will be a very interesting section because we will learn how Watson can see. So, what we will learn in this section? In our first video, we will understand Watson visual recognition, the service that Watson provides for all this stuff of seeing things. So we'll understand how Watson sees. What does it mean that Watson sees and classifies images? In our second video, we will review the standard model. So we will look at the standard features that you get out of the box. So this is a special service because it comes with pre-trained content. So you can use it as is, or also, as we will see in our last video, you can create your own custom model. So you also can train Watson, understand and recognize the objects that you want in your own images. So let's start with the first video of our section, Understanding Visual Recognition. As I told you before, Watson image recognition or visual recognition, its new name, takes an image as an input and extract features. So in some way, it serves the same philosophy as our previous services. So it takes an input and structures the info inside this unstructured data. In this case, the unstructured data is not open text or in natural language, but is an image. So let's see at the kind of features that you can extract from the images. These are called classifiers. So in some way, a model can be seen as a taxonomy or related class on a single domain. So, for example, when we were talking about natural language processing in Watson Assistant, if you remember for previous videos, we had a workspace, and inside this workspace, we designed a set of intents. So, the intents in some way are the way we are structuring the unstructured data. In the case of image recognition, you also had a model that, for example, you can be talking about persons, dogs, something like this. And then you design the classifiers that are analogous to the intents. We will look at it in the next slide. So the features that you extract from Watson are the classes that that image belongs to. So Watson includes a standard classifier and some beta classifier out of the box. Currently, there is the food classifier that takes image of food as input, and explicit that detects pornographic contents inside images. Additionally, as I told you earlier, you can create your own model with your own classes. So if you remember for our demo video in our section 2, we had a model for recognizing damages inside vehicles. So you, for example, could see if there is vandalism on some other form of damage inside an vehicle image. So let's see what it's about model and classes. So as I told you earlier, model is the high-level classifier. So you can classify an image against some domains, some particular domains, and the classes are the different DAGs that Watson can extract from your image context. So for example, you have the Watson Visual Recognition Service, and you have two different models. So you have the standard model and the food model. So in the standard model, for example, Watson can say that it recognizes a banana. So in an image of a breakfast. But in the food model, maybe the classifier banana is not specified, but the food model is more oriented toward recognizing different kind of foods. So for example, it will say that it's a diet food. So as you can see, you can extract different information from the same image based on the model that you are using. So Watson had a lot of tags in the pre-trained model, but also you can customize it to your own classifier, the kind of thing that you are interested to extract from an image. So it's a very powerful service. So let's review some important features that you can have inside this service. So the first one are the pre-trained models. So you can use the service out of the box without ingesting some particular image and get some very useful information. These models are trained directly by IBM and provide you with a lot of tags from your image. So for example, you can use these pre-trained classifiers for getting metadata about your image collection, or maybe for do some advanced searching over images, something like this. And the second important feature that the service provides is the face recognition feature. So you can show it at an image and it will look for human faces and detect the position and some other useful data as the gender and maybe the approximate age of the people that are appearing in the picture. So it's a very powerful feature if you are working with person images. And the third one, that is a very recent development, is the possibility that the service gives you of including computer vision inside Apple devices using the characteristics provided by the Apple Core ML technology. So for example, you can train your models and deploy it inside iPhones or maybe other Apple devices and take all the Watson power inside all these devices. So it's very interesting if you are in the field of mobile application. So this is a high level overview of the characteristics that you have in the Watson Visual Recognition service.